filming still?
Yeah.
Just for reference, we're pretty level right now, but we have to go up that.
Imagine that this is the angle that's level, which it is, and this is the angle of the trail. So today we are going to be heading down to the Tom Long River. This is probably my favorite river in the world, at least so far. I've never found one better. It's beautiful, beautiful water. Just down the valley over here. That mountain behind us is the other side of the Camantian Valley, and the Tom Long River runs right down the middle. We're gonna go down and swim, take some pictures, and maybe head up the river a little ways. There's a couple really beautiful, beautiful swimming holes that we loved to swim in back in the day. And Isaiah here is responsible for our underwater photography. Let's go. A little bit steep, and I might end up on my booty here in a moment. So this is the Tom Long River. Nothing to say except it feels even better than it looks. And we're gonna jump in.
So I think our goal in hiking the Tom Long on this specific day was to get back to some of the water holes and like waterfalls that Christopher had been to when he was younger. The water was high, the levels were high, and it was just, the river was just roaring. Like, it was very swift water. You know, you put your foot in one wrong place and you're kind of swept down. And in most of the places, it didn't seem like that would be super problematic, so it wasn't necessarily as dangerous. But there were a few places that, you know, you make one wrong move and there could be something pretty dangerous that happens or potentially harmful.
We decided to go up the Tom Long River to try to find a waterfall. And we were almost there, and we had a little bit farther to go, but we came to a place where the rocks just kind of cut off and went to the river, so you had to go across the river or along the side of the river. The water didn't look too strong, so I thought maybe I should try to walk across, and I was holding my camera. And I started to walk across, and I was fine, and once I got to the middle, I slipped, and the water started pulling me down, and I grabbed on to a rock, and I was holding on with both hands, and then my hand slid off. And I was still holding on to my camera. I hadn't lost my camera yet, and I was holding on with like tips of my fingers, and my head was almost fully submerged into the water. So my dad handed Heidi the camera, and he ran in after me and pulled me out, and we ended up finding a different way up there. But at the end, my dad was upset because Heidi hadn't videoed the experience.
It was a very scary moment, and I think that maybe I was a little more scared than the other two were, but that's just because of who I am, I suppose.
It's about 5:30, sunset's around 6. We're thinking rather than continuing upstream, we've had our day, we're gonna head out.
We'll head back to the house and get some dinner. So we got a little bit of rain going on today, and everything's lovely, and our cameras are hopefully not going to get too wet. We're going to go out into the mountains and visit the neighbors and show them the trail blade and see what they think of it. Tukalbakuku. And we will be hopefully putting it back in the sheath one-handed. We will be talking to them about what they think of it. Asking them their opinion, letting them try it out, and we'll try to capture it on film. And who knows, maybe we'll learn something. Should be fun either way. Ito tukaw ko. Está ko ba ano, pikiran mo pasal ito Nama ako do Amerika. May menungang metal baka kawan kayo atin ibang klase. Sama plastik kalau segwa.
Yung kalinaw?
Kalau
Oo, kilala ko.
ano pikiran mo?
Ano nga?
Kau jadi nga?
Kaya yung putluso.
Kau jadi nga? Sige lang. Sige lang. Maya sambato ng ibang klase ato kasi. Salit Diyos agwa ibang kulay kanyo.
So showing Abao the trail blade was a lot of fun. Abao is kind of a goofy character. I think he was truly impressed by it. So maybe that awkwardness that comes when you're not quite sure how to be reverent, but you feel like you should be. That's actually kind of what Abao felt in that moment.
Anong klase ito ka atin? Nalipatan ko. Ano ka mo?
Barong.
Barong. Konten niya.
Mamunong.
Mamunong. Ah.
Munong patin.
Ah. Munong nga do biyak. Buat mga cip biyak do tanah. Ah.
They kind of just all gathered around to talk to us and listen to us and see our pictures, and I don't know, no rush. It was our decision to leave once the rain stopped. If we'd stayed long enough, they'd have probably finally started cooking food and they would have shared it with us.
The rain slowed down, so we're headed back from Abao's place. It was fun visiting with them. Remember him and some of his older kids. I don't know what the rain's gonna do. Maybe we'll try somebody else's house, but we gotta get past this muddy hill here to do that. Gaya bagas, manokin. Gimana kau? Kalau gaya mau itu?
Lah, berapa niyo po?
Yeah, Rupert was really excited about the trail blade. He was, he thought it was cool, but he also wasn't like overwhelmed by it. He was happy to go out and try it out and use it. He knew that it was a real tool meant to be used, and immediately saw the advantages of it over one of the ones they built in the jungle.
Selamat. Itu atu kau ya?
Berapa, Din?
Oh, mengalanya. Marusuk lang kalau imang ulau.
Gaya mo mga halak?
Gaya kumungan gasi.
So Sarawak is one of the few routes that you can just be out in the middle of nowhere and still find Sarawak. And you can boil it or chuck it in the fire and roast it. I don't know, I think I had never really focused on trying to find Sarawak, and so I was curious to learn how to identify it above ground, how to know where to dig.
It says down below they have the big ones. This one's just a little one. Kau jadi mga anak konten?
Kau jadi lag anak na luto na.
So what maray no kalang una dia?
Some of the other roots, like kumbahang, which is cassava, is a cultivated crop. And then there's pulug, which I don't know what it is, but it's got the big elephant ear leaves, and again, that's cultivated. So Sarawak is like magical because it just happens by itself.
Payag lang.
Payag. He cleans this up, maybe the helicopter can land here too. I think he's happy for a particularly sharp knife. He really kept just going on about it. Kathy can afford one. Makes me wish we could figure out a way to give him one, but at the same time I worry about that totally disrupting their economy.
Que se puede lepas ang kulto. Dalam mana toko mo?
Oh, salamat.
Ba. Abu. Ba.
In the 14 years I'd been away, I think there was this growing anxiety in me that the Kamantian that I knew and loved had somehow slipped away.
Down he goes.
And there were things that were different that I noticed, and I guess was a little saddened by. A lot more tin roofs. I missed the grass, but apparently the grass has been dying out. Nobody's quite sure why. I guess there was not as much of it, and so it's kind of a necessity to find something else to build their roofs with. But they're adapting. It's the reality of the world they live in, we live in.
Selain pulang. Duduk tham lang. Yan mag-ayos mag-tukaw. Diklam? He's gonna make them tomorrow.
Diklam ang